Good day guys, today we're going to be doing a install on a 5 Series BMW. It will fit the F10 and the F11 model. We're going to be installing our new Android 11 system today, which comes in a 464 gig, but you can also increase it to up to 256 gig if you wish. It's not free, you have to pay for it, but have a look at the website anyway for more details. So I'm just going to show you what's in the contents of the package today, just to give you an idea of what sort of cables come with it and how the system looks. This is the whopping 12.3 inch monitor screen that comes in full HD 1920 780 resolution. You can also downgrade to a 10.25 if you wish. This will also be in the comment section of our video section in YouTube or Facebook channel. So just to show you what's inside the package, this is the power cable here. This is obviously all centered behind the dash in your car. Also, just to pre-warn you, these 4 holes here, the little round holes, that's where your fibre optic cable will come out of your old original cable, plug into there, and then it daisy chains back up to the original cable. So I'll put that to one side. Here is a 4G SIM card. So obviously this system has built-in Wi-Fi and also a 4G capability, where you can, if you don't want to go down a Wi-Fi route, you can use a 4G card. There's some instructions on the SIM card usage and how to work it. So as you can see, I'm going to put my hand next to the system to give you an indication of how big the system is. Now, I'm not a goblin. I've got fairly decent sized hands, so I'll just put that next to there. Also, I'll show you later on in the video on how it looks once installed. So that's that house. Here is this is an audio out cable in case it's needed. Sometimes, the odd 1 or 2 occasions, you do need to plug this into the aux in to get sound, but obviously, hopefully this is not needed today, but it's there as a precaution. Tweezers. Now this is not for your nose here. These is centered around purely for help on taking out the 4G SIM card from the SD holder. So it's just a little bit of help there. You think of everything. This is a Wi-Fi antenna, like a lollipop stick. This is your USB inputs. Comes with 2. One is pretty much designed for a DVR camera, and the other one is designed for a media stick. Some pre-outs for you. AV-ins. And last of all, GPS antenna. Now, if you notice, the GPS antenna has got the clip-on type. So that's designed to actually, if you've already got the clip-on type in the car already, you can also just use the car's original antenna, and not this one, but it's up to you whether you want to install it if you've got the clip-on antenna already. Okay, so give us a few moments and we'll show you what it looks like. So here it is, guys, the new Android 11 12.3 inch sized multimedia system that we have installed in this BMW 5 Series with an MBT original menu. Now it'll also fit the CIC, which we have a different unit for the CIC, so just be careful and make sure it's got CIC or MBT in the title of the sale page that you're ordering from. Just ensure you get the right LDVS input for your car. So we've fully fitted this today with a rear camera, and also I'm just going to give you a little demonstration on how this works and what it looks and what new features it has, because it is the latest Android 11 series. Now, as you can see, just going to show you a little bit on the finish of the system here. Now, a lot of units on the market come with the chrome trim, which personally I think is a little bit cheap and tatty, but this one's got a nice gloss black trim finish to it. So I think it looks well better in the car. Apologies for the reflection. It's a bit of a sunny day today. You can see what I'm recording on, which is a bit embarrassing, but obviously let's move on. This system works in conjunction with the car's iDrive, so you don't lose any features of the car whatsoever. So I'm just going to show you that it shows the iDrive menu here, which basically is fully operable with the touch paddle as I'm moving up and down. It works with the steering wheel controls. I'm just going to go back into the Android menu just by pressing the touchscreen. So I'm just going to give you a few little tips on the system and shows you what it's got. It's got this new feature here, which is this little icon here, which is if you press YouTube, please. So as you can see, it's got a voice activation system, which basically allows you to go from functions of the system. Now, I will pre-warn you that some of the system on this application needs to be set up. So there is pro versions and advanced version, which you can look into, but just gives you a little bit of an indication of how it works. As you can see, the YouTube application has started up, and great for the kids, you if you're a taxi driver or if you're just sitting up wanting to play around. So basically I'll go back into the system itself. So the navigation, you can download your own navigation through to from the Google Play Store, but it's also got the Google Maps set up on here. Basically just to show you here, that's the maps. As you can see, a nice quick response time from when I press the action to it actually working. So it comes with a core processor, 464 gig of RAM, but you can also increase it up to 8 and 256 at an additional cost. So let's go into the communication, which is the Bluetooth. So again, you can set up the original Bluetooth of the car, but personally I would stick to the Android Bluetooth. So depending on how you receive a call, you can either have an iDrive Bluetooth or Android, but also this Bluetooth here has phone book support, it has music streaming, which allows you to stream any sound output from the phone. So let's go across. Okay, we've got an MP3 player, which is saying unknown song because there's nothing plugged in. Also, we have a HD video option, which allows you to watch movies from a USB pen. So basically it plays it all in HD. Also car information. Okay, so basically that would take you back to the original iDrive menu. And you also got the dashboard, which also would show the revs and the mileage and the petrol and the tire temperature of the car. So let's go back out to that one. You can change the color of the applications if you wanted to. I like the red, so we'll just leave it for the customer and let him change it over anyway. Okay, go back out. So as you can see, it's got some in-car, excuse me for the reflection, it's got some, move that out the way, it's got some information in regards to the car's onboard computer. So we'll go into the applications now. So just to show you a few applications on there, what we've got at the moment. Now some are pre-installed and some have added on extra. So we do have the Play Store icon here, which enables you to download any applications from the Play Store. Let me just double check that the customer's details is not on there. No, not at the moment. So basically it just shows you the Play Store, which allows you to download a multitude of applications onto the system. So Google Maps, which I've already shown you before, the equalizer, allows you to control the sound settings of the output of the system. We've got Google Chrome, which is a browser, so if you wanted to browse the internet. Another good thing with this, Icebox Auto. So as you can see, it has another voice activation tool through the Google services, which obviously we can use. Go back out. Sorry about the skip in the video there, just to add my assistant giving me the phone. Okay, so basically we'll go through a few of the features of the system. Okay, we've got an Apk Installer, which allows you to upload APKs from a USB pen if you didn't want to go through the Play Store. You've also got a couple of applications here, which is for the DAB radio, but also you can also use the original DAB of the system, of the iDrive. Z-Link here, which is basically I'll go to last, which is the CarPlay, the Android Auto, but I'll show you that last because obviously I may need to set it up through the Bluetooth of the phone. These one here, GPS antenna, which basically would show the GPS signals of the antenna that we provided inside the box. Topel or Topel service, and the voice is obviously this little cheeky monkey over here. This is obviously the navigation menu for it. Sorry, I couldn't see over my phone then. So Waze, we've obviously put this on here for the customer, so this was pre-installed afterwards. Amazon Music, Prime Video. This one here is obviously, you can download a DAB application from the Android store. It would save you going backwards and forwards from the iDrive menu, changing music stations. So obviously to download the DAB application, this is an online application. So what that means is you would need to connect your phone through the Wi-Fi hotspot settings to be able to use these sort of apps, as that would also apply to Waze and YouTube and Google Maps and stuff like that. So all these messages coming up are just all one time only, just basically as you initially do the configuration first time round. They're not going to pop up all the time. So this is the DAB radio. As you can see, it's perfectly clear and concise. So another nice app to go for. Okay, 1 second. Also YouTube, which I've showed you before. I'm not going to go back into it, but also the option Netflix is on here too. So we've installed this ourselves. Now, just to pre-warn you, the Netflix application in the Google Play Store is not compatible. Now, I do not know whether that's being a block on Netflix to stop you from downloading it on these systems, i.e. because you're not supposed to be watching it when you're driving. But obviously we can send you the Netflix file through email, or we can pre-install it at a push if you get stuck, or alternatively, if we go and do the nice new install for you, we'll put it on ourselves just prior to giving you to it. So just open this video today, gives you an inkling into what you're getting and how it looks and what you're getting on the new Android 11. But if you've got any questions, just add the comments, throw in a comment to us below, or give us a call on the contact details within the description, and we'd be quite happy to help you out. Also, I'd like to just show you the rear camera function on it. Okay, there you go, that's the rear camera. Also, as you can see, it works with the original sensors of the car, which is a nice feature too.